This is Bye Money, and today is January 28th, and welcome to my live trading journal with live commentary, scalping the ES, making $500 a day, using only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. And boy, oh boy, today was crazy. I'll just say that right now. The volatility in the market is crazy, so be careful out there if you are trading. But for those who do not know what the setup is, we only use one setup here, and it's a two-legged pullback. This is how it looks like. It's A, B, C pattern, and we like to enter into the second entry right here. This is the setup we like, and so we like to actually, when we see the setup, we like to enter short on the reversal. So this is where we like to go. Count this is also one pullback, first entry, second pullback, second entry, and we like to enter right here on the second entry. And we like to find this setup in key areas such as support resistance levels, channels, and moving averages. If you would like to know more details about this setup, I'll have a playlist in the description below, and you can check those out. It tells you how to count legs, identify two-legged pullbacks, and even traps. So if you'd like more information, more detailed information, check out those playlists in the description below. Hopefully those are helpful for you guys. But this is a live trading journal of me scalping the ES using this setup. And so today, the market has been crazy, and honestly, within the first 30 minutes, I was able to reach my goal, plus a little bit more. Stick around to see exactly how much I was able to make. And even in the video, I had one loser, but because there were so many setups because of how volatile the market is, even the first 30 minutes, I was able to make up that loss. And so stick around to see that loss. I'm going to put the whole raw session up because it's only 30 minutes of trading. So even in the first 30 minutes of trading, you're able to reach your goal, your daily goal, and even more if you stick around and try to find those good setups. And so also, just a quick word for those who do not know. On my chart, you see a bunch of numbers, boxes. This is a indicator that we have that automatically counts legs and identifies second entries, and also identifies traps, gives you the upcoming leg type and counts. You saw how that just changed. It changes depending on the current price action. And so this tells you the next leg will be a two-legged pullback. So A, B, C, the next leg will be a second entry if it breaks the previous candle's high. It's even placed in the right spot for you. So that takes a lot of the hard work in terms of counting and identifying second entries for you. Does that automatically. So that helps a lot. I always have it on. I can count legs and whatever, it's like second nature at this point. But why guess? Why have that guessing when you can have an indicator to automatically tell you? So you can just focus on the charts, see, okay, yeah, we're in a good context here. We're on 20 EMA. Do we have a two-legged pullback? I don't have to go back and count all my legs. I can just see, yes, we have a two-legged pullback coming up with the super signal here. So that's helpful for me, and hopefully it's helpful for you. Hundreds and hundreds of people have already been using this indicator, and the feedback I'm getting is crazy. It's really good, and people love it, and they say they can't trade without it now. Not saying I want to make you dependent on it, but I think it just shows how helpful it is. And so that's it for the introduction. Please stick around and watch the live scalping the two-legged pullback on the ES using the, for those who do not know, I use a 2000 tick chart. As Mac does on Pats. I like to use that. And so in this video, you also see a mix of me using Mac's, Pats, and also Al Brooks. I like Mac a lot, especially because he makes the two-legged pullback so clear and concise. But Al Brooks, he also teaches the two-legged pullback, but he just goes in so much depth in terms of reading price action and also how to manage trades. Mac really only does scalp plus runner, but Al Brooks will teach you how to do some other. So you see this two-legged pullback with a dark green one here. It made a scalp right off the 20 EMA. So Yeah, so stick around this video. You can see my thoughts, hear my thoughts on all my trades, and yeah. So hopefully this is helpful. And if this content's been helpful for you, helps us tremendously if you like and subscribe. And yeah, on to the trades. As always, happy trading and God bless. It's a breakout of this range. False breakdown. Failed breakdown. Sorry, the market just opened and I saw that. Didn't have time to explain anything. ABC. Had a failed breakdown on the trading range. On a strong uptrend, the idea is that the first breakdown fails and you most likely will continue resumption of the original trend. I'll keep that for you guys. You can see what happened. next setup here, we'll look for a two-legged pullback, if possible, something like that, but that is cutting it very close. We're talking about 1 tick buffer here, 2 tick buffer. So some can call this an up leg. If you're Albrook's understudy, you can say this is an up leg, and if it comes back down, this could be a valid H2. Two-legged pullback. But yeah, I really doubt we're gonna. Yep, there it is. So yeah, some people are just trading the H1s. They're just seeing a strong uptrend and just trading any pullback. You know, strong bull bar, confirmation, and they just buy the close, pops up. They scalp out real quick. So hard to go short here unless we see strong signs of reversal. I mean, you could go short. I would like to see an entire two-legged pullback above this breakout point. And so, like, I'd like to see something like this, you know, a completed two-legged pullback beyond the breakout, showing two legs up. Possibly then I would, or like this, sorry. Possibly then I would consider it if it's in a good spot with a good signal bar. Or if we show double top here, then I wouldn't mind going short here. But double top, I mean, we can say, like, you know, when we see this breakout, we know that this is not the same. It's not the same quality as this breakout. Bear bars inside it. I mean, they are ending on their highs, actually, a lot of them. But these bear bars intertwined shows that it's losing momentum. Either to catch its breath, turn to a trading range, or reverse. I mean, obviously it's all three, but you have higher chances that this is starting to go into a trading range. Spike in channel as well. You could do this. Very small spike here, and then channel, spike and channel, spikes upwards and channels in the same direction as a spike, but at a lesser degree. Okay, I actually want this. We got this two-legged pullback here. I would want to actually. This is tough. Top of the trading range, bounce. Honestly, I feel more comfortable. It came all the way down here, but let's see how good the signal bar is and see where it is in relation to the 20 MA. Signal bar is excellent. I'm gonna try getting anywhere, any retracement here, because I already started the leg up, so I'm interested. Keeping my 4-point stop here. Okay, got me. It got me the good signal bar, but it could reverse at any time here. I might go into another one with a larger swing. So we're back down here now. Could possibly have made a double top. Double top, major trend reversal. I'm going to think double bottom right now. Trade the opposite of this. This is a two-legged pullback here. One, two, three, four, 5 bear bars in a row. Hitting the bottom of this, making a possible double bottom here. I'm going to swing 4 points from here. Actually, let's try to do double here. Just this to this. We'll double here. Put my stop loss here. Fine with that. Our target is double this pivot bar / signal bar. So we're swinging this off this bar here. Double the risk. The reward's double the risk here. Bottom of the trading range on a strong uptrend. So I came in too early right there, and you know, I honestly could have scaled in instead of taking the L, taking the hit. But it's all good. I had this trade set up already with a double bottom here, so that was a nice swing. Yeah, and the trend is going upwards. You know, don't try to fight the trend here. Took that one. This one tricked me. I should have been more patient. I saw the good signal bar and thought, you know, there would have been a good chance. Top of the trading range, 20 MA. But I should have considered this trading range that we were in. Strong bear bar here. Bad mistake. Could have kept this for more than double, but you know, thinking we're still in the trading range, who knew we would break out like this? But yeah. Okay, made a scalp, hitting the top of the channel here. Made from this pivot, and this pivot here. It's a little cleaner. So perfect hit on that channel. Strong uptrend still. No denying that. This is what people did. People took a 1-to-1 here. Oops. So people saw this trading range, this leg, and when it broke the top of this, they took a 1-to-1. They put their stop way down here and put their entry 1 tick above here, and they came out right here. So a lot of them took their profits here, and they're taking their profits here right now, in and out. It's getting choppy here. This could burst up one more time. Who knows? So those people took their profits. These people who swung this entire leg here, I took a measly double this bar, but I'm scalping, so you know, Even that could have been a time frame of a scalp still. Alright, this looks like it's getting weaker. Probably make a point. Yep, going down. We don't mind a small consolidation like this. But what's happening here now is, right, we're getting choppy. Overlapping bars. Basically all in this range of this one bar here. Now we're broken down. Typically this breakdown fails. First breakdown will fail, so reversal will actually give you a point. So if we get a good candle bar here, good signal bar, then if it gets good enough room to the top of this range, it'd be good long actually. But the candle looks pretty terrible. That's pretty terrible, doji. Seems like we're gonna want the 20 EMA, but we'll see. And it'll be a fine two-legged pullback. I mean, I could draw this out, but the indicator shows you with the dark green number coming up with a super signal. So you have a super signal here with dark green number. Okay. Strong bear bar. Doji follow through, indecision. Let's see how this bar ends. It looks bearish. Looks like it will be bearish. Okay. Looks like we're coming back down to the 20 EMA here. I'll be interested in this trade. A, B, C. And thinking we're gonna at least come back to the top of this range at least once. To retest these highs, to create a double top. Because bears, bulls, they're not gonna want to go short all in. You know, they're not gonna be all in, always in short until they see a double top, until they see a strong reversal pattern, topping pattern. So there we go. Good bull bar. No follow through, no immediate follow through. But the idea is that we'll come back into this range. Micro double bottom at this moment. And we broke the micro double bottom, made it a little lower. We're gonna touch the 20 EMA even. We can get there, okay? Touch the 20 EMA. Obviously not, you don't want to trade this kind of signal bar here. Touch the 20 EMA. If you just had put a limit order, you would have made a point on the 20 EMA. Okay, let's see how good this signal bar is. Depending on this signal bar, we'll be interested. Strong uptrend still, guys. And here's our bread and butter. Two-legged pullback, strong uptrend. Almost easy trade. And you could even double your position here if you're feeling confident. Which I might do here. I might double my position just because, well, first off, the capital I have after trading for a while now is able to handle a double position. And also, it looks like easy money. So let's see if it's easy money or not. That's a doji. Not necessarily what I want. But if I get a double bottom here, I'll be interested. Okay, we don't have a micro double bottom. Losing a lot of steam here now. I don't know what's happening. This is bearishness with follow through. You would think it would come back up here to test the top of this. And it's coming pretty hard. Coming down pretty hard. Basically reversing this, but we're almost at the 50% mark. So those who took out their profits here, protected their profits from this trading range, doubled it. And now, about halfway from here, right, we're back to the top of this, filling that gap, top of this trading range. I'm interested. I think I'm interested here. Ooh, yeah, I'm interested. I don't know if it can come back down. Feel me? Feel me? There we go. Yeah, I have this gap here, top of this, to protect me. So I'm feeling okay here to go long. Thinking, see my 4-point stop loss is below this support here, and I'm pretty sure I can scalp out. Even if it comes here, I'll probably bounce off this. There we go. And we got also a 20 EMA gap, created a gap from the 20 EMA strong bear bar, or basically a gap needs to be filled here now, and with a strong uptrend, it's just rare that these gaps will not fill. So you have a 20 EMA gap, and you also have a gap from here to not here, but this big bar created a gap. When I say gap, I mean you have a breakout bar, and the pivot low before the breakout bar basically creates a gap. I'll use this. You have a gap using this, and the gap wasn't, there's a big gap here from the bottom of this candle to the top of this candle, and the gap is starting to get filled more and more, as you see here. Still a gap. There's actually still a gap here, and if this gap doesn't fill, then we have some bearishness, because it could even come back up to fill this gap. And this is Al Brooks' way how he defines gap, but essentially that's what a gap is. But this market is pretty volatile today again. We got how many, we're getting 2,000 ticks within minutes here. Within a minute we have a couple 2,000 tick bars. Okay, it looks like it's trying to fill this gap now. Gap almost filled. Okay, gap is filled now. See, and now it's reversing on this gap. Right now the gap is filled, it's reversing. So the gap is filled. Perfect touch to the gap, and that's why they reversed right there. And that's why people are taking their profits, right? Even a strong bull bar like this, they took their profits because they saw this gap. But I'm thinking this, bull trend is not done, because I feel like it has to retest at least this trading range. The bottom of it or the top of it needs to create some sort of double top pattern before it really reverses. That's more likely to happen than just creating a top and just crashing down. So this is still, in my opinion, a bear leg in a bull trend. Okay, I didn't want to go in there because we have an outside bar, inside bar, and then another outside bar. I just don't like trading outside bars. I don't like going in on the outside bar. So let's see. Currently he's making a perfect scalp. Okay, get more scalp. Okay, yeah, needs to come back down. I mean, needs to come back up to trade this trading range at least, and probably the top of this trading range to create a double top. Could be a higher double top, lower double top, but needs to create a double top before it truly wants to reverse. But that's strong. That's a pretty strong bear leg. This could show loss of momentum, but the swings are getting bigger. Almost tested the top of this range here. Depending on how you want to create, you can also do like this and say, I already tested the range. If you want to count the wicks, I'm going to count the body here. Just stay in the body. So touch the bottom of the trading range. I could consider going short here, but strong bull bars ending near their highs. I mean, you do have some bear bars intertwined, but that's something to think about. You do have a two-legged pullback here. A, B, C. Ooh, pretty strong signal bar if this ends near its low. Is there enough room to the 20 EMA? Because now you have this trading range to consider from this downtrend. So you're thinking this is a failed breakout of this trading range created from this bar. Not enough room, not a good signal bar. We're bouncing between these two gaps here now. We're bouncing between this gap and this gap, essentially, or this trading range and this trading range. We're in the gap, essentially. What's the play here? What do we wait for? Okay, obviously that made, the scalp, but a trade that I didn't take this trade, but that was a two-legged pullback. Get rid of these. Okay, so I didn't take this trade, but that was a good two-legged pullback. Bottom of this trading range. This could be the double top, and it could reverse here. Testing the bottom of this trading range again. Coming right back up. This is so volatile. This is crazy how volatile this is right now. Okay, gonna come to test the top of this. I'm interested here. Interested here. Oh! Okay, wow. I didn't get in the right position, but it failed me anyways. Double top, micro double, or basically double top here. This could be major trend reversal, but who knows. Who knows? Who truly knows what's going to happen here? We have a double top here, down, double top, reversal. Trading range again. This trading range, you can expand it now to look like this. Because we're breaking in and out of the trading range. Super volatile days create all these setups. So I did take this two-legged pullback. It's a bit tricky, but basically A, B, C. This is a really choppy right here. It's volatile, but very choppy right in here. I feel like if it hits this, it's gonna come down. It's gonna break this trading range. I feel like I can scalp a point off this here, but still in the trading range. Not worth the risk, but I feel like it could scalp. Basically inside outside bar right now. This bar is inside, this bar is outside. Let's see what happens here. I got two dojis in a row, showing indecision, what the market wants to do. Bears are thinking, is the bull trend over? Are we trying to reverse? Bulls are thinking, are we going to continue up? This is why we have a trading range here, right after this strong exhaustive move, and now we're fighting. Another doji here, one tick body doji, inside, outside, inside. I'm gonna trade this here. Come on, baby. Feel me? Up to Papa. This could potentially, like, let's see if we can get a good swing here. Keep using the wrong tool here. 1-to-1 risk ratio. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. I was gonna bring it down to 1-to-1, but couldn't do fast enough. Plus, okay with that. Basically, bottom this trading range, right? If we extended this, most likely we'll hit. But that was a two-legged pullback, as you can see. Another one. This one was caused by this. Oops, sorry. Way back here. A little confusing, but A, B. Okay, I obviously do not count legs anymore, guys. I didn't see this one because I couldn't see this. A, B, C. So there's our two-legged pullback. It's hard to see. Without the indicator, it's really hard to see that's a two-legged pullback, but that's a two-legged pullback right there. You know what? It might have hit my if I kept it. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, but this is the where are we here? Sorry about that. Yep, it hit it perfectly. It's bouncing back at the 1-to-1 risk here. Now it feels it's breaking down. Alright, it's 10 o'clock, 30-minute raw session, and up 1,812.50. I'll take that. I think I'm done for today. That took like a lot of focus, and it was moving so fast. I'm just going to yeah, end it there. So happy trading and God bless. Actually, let me review the trades with you guys real quick. So I'm going to end the day here because I also have a full-time job. So I was able to take a 30-minute break and scalp out almost 2K here. So first trade created by this trading range. It started like this. Trading range started like this because you saw this leg and this leg back up. So we have a trading range here, overlapping bars. And then when it breaks down, typically it breaks back in, failed breakout, and continues the original trend. That's usually what happens. And because now this had happened, we're going to include this in our range here. Now we're going to include this in our range, and it comes up. And so we took this first trade here. I forgot why I put this here. Why is this line here? Okay, I don't know why. I had to watch the replay to figure out why. But I took this long here with a good signal bar, but that failed. I lost a scalp there. But then I saw this one coming up. I knew this one would come up at the bottom of this trading range, basically creating a double bottom. You know, you're looking for a double bottom on a strong uptrend like this. So I knew this trading range is here, and then the double bottom happened, and I entered this two-legged pullback. I kept it for double the risk reward. Let me move this. So the risk reward was double here from this bar. So I doubled the bar here, and then had my stop right here, and then I took that, double the reward right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. And I know that's not a Mackian way to do it, but Al Brooks would do that. So, you know, I'm a mix between Mac and Al Brooks, I guess. I like Mac because he simplifies the two-legged pullback, but Al Brooks. So I'll basically only go into the two-legged pullback. But I like to combine that with Al Brooks and his style trading, and also reading price action. So strong bull bars, still uptrend, and now we see a doubling, right? So because it popped up, we can include this in the range right here. So this is our new trading range, essentially. And if we double this trading range, which you can see by this tool here, it's just a line tool, and it has a midpoint here, a circle in the midpoint. So if I put that midpoint basically right at the breakout of the trading range, if we double it, we find that this is where people took their profits, and they took it quickly right here. And so they took their profits, and it created a small trading range here because they're starting to take their profits. And this time it reversed. Sometimes it keeps going up, but this time it actually reversed. And when it reversed, it started creating another trading range down here. And so I considered going in here, but I saw the strong bull bar, wasn't sure if that bar was strong enough, reversed up, so I didn't take that trade, as you saw, and it reversed up and made another two-leg pullback here at the bottom of this trading range here. And I saw that hit, but I saw the signal bar, didn't think it was good enough, and so I, didn't take that trade. But I took it the second time it came up to retest it, and now it created its own trading range plus the bottom of this trading range, and even a strong bull bar. But that body was strong enough for me to go short, took it and scalped out. And then that was a two-legged pullback in itself, as you can see, A, B, C. This pivot, right, count continues because this pivot doesn't go below the previous pivot low, which is right here. It's actually higher, it's a higher low. So also, the final one was this two-legged pullback, inside, outside, inside bar, which is typically a reversal pattern, and it breaks out underneath here. And I took the 1-to-1 risk. Took a little less than that. Couldn't adjust it fast enough. I kind of hesitated, but you know, I was happy with whatever profit that was. So now the markets continue to go up after a failed breakout of this trend line. You know, so we update this trend line now. We're here. Update the top of this trend line as well for the channel, and now this is where we're at. So 30 minutes, $1,800. I'll take that.